Title: Prosecutor who rejected Trump's pressure to charge James is fired. I'm breaking down a fast-moving story sitting at the intersection of law, power, politics. Quick context first. New York Attorney General Letitia James was federally indicted on October 9, 2025. One count of bank fraud, one count of making false statements to a financial institution, tied to a 2020 mortgage for a Norfolk, Virginia property. Prosecutors allege she said it would be a personal use secondary residence, but rented it out to secure better terms, lower interest, higher seller credit. Prosecutors say it amounted to about $18,933 in benefit on a $196,000 mortgage. She's pleaded not guilty and called the case politically motivated. If convicted, each count could carry up to 30 years and up to $1 million in fines, plus possible forfeiture. The case is before Judge Jamar K. Walker in the Eastern District of Virginia. Reactions landed hard and fast. New York's governor blasted the indictment. Civil rights groups blasted the indictment as political. Legal experts are split. Some say cases like this are rare without clear evidence of deliberate fraud. Others argue public officials must be held to the same standards as everyone else. And now, the update. According to the New York Times, a federal prosecutor who resisted pressure to bring charges against Letitia James was fired. Reporting describes internal pressure linked to demands from former President Donald Trump to go after James. That prosecutor reportedly rejected that pressure before losing their job. Why does that matter? Is this a routine application of the law, or is politics steering prosecutions? The New York City Bar Association has warned against weaponizing the justice system. This latest development will only intensify those concerns. Here's what I'm watching. Chain of decision-making. Who pushed? Who resisted? How did that pressure flow? Evidence threshold. Clear, provable intent to defraud. Or stretching mortgage occupancy rules into a federal case. Timing. The indictment lands after years of public calls by Trump to charge James. James previously pursued cases against him and his business. Zooming back to the facts of the indictment, it centers on statements in a mortgage application, specifically, the property's intended use. In many cases, banks handle occupancy violations with penalties or loan repapering. Turning that into a federal fraud case is uncommon without strong proof of intent and material harm. That's why this is being called a test of prosecutorial discretion. Zooming forward, expect pretrial motions on admissibility of statements. Expect motions on intent. Expect motions on materiality. Expect motions on any evidence of political influence. The defense will likely press to expose communications, suggesting undue pressure. Prosecutors will argue the evidence stands on its own. Bottom line, the indictment of a sitting state attorney general is already rare. Add reports that a prosecutor was fired after rejecting political pressure, and you've got a case about public trust in the justice system. I'll keep tracking filings, hearings, and any official responses to that reported firing. Stay alert, verify sources, and watch the docket. End title. Prosecutor who rejected Trump's pressure to charge James is fired.